Hello, Sweet Tooth and Flutter Pyrox is here. Gonna play more Ace Attorney. Phoenix Wright.
It's hooked on Phoenix.
Hooked on Phoenix. Second day investigation. We survived the trial. We didn't learn too much. Got
We learned everything. We totally know who did it now.
we do.
Yeah, it was Phoenix. Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright is the ultimate convict.
Yeah. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Exactly. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on?
Everything.
The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot in the police department's evidence room.
We died in two different places at once. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least.
I still need to know, do you prefer Emma or Maya as your backup?
Maya.
Maya?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it.
Unless Emma can prove she's my good thieving buddy.
Emma does not seem to be up for thieving, but she's fully up for getting you luminol and testing for fingerprints.
No, I want to steal stuff. Science can wait. Actually, science is okay. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove these thick rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us.
Oh, okay, we're just going directly there. Prosecutor's office, underground parking lot.
You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. Totally isn't worth anything.
Talking about.
There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
Okay.
My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never.
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. It's just we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, there's probably traces left. What's that grin for?
The situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
Luminol?
Anyone can go out and buy this stuff. Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water.
Blood is thicker than water. Eh?
Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
You really trust the police in this? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. I can only buy the stuff, not use it.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
Like drinkable glass? Oh, never mind. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things.
To test for blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see?
Everything's red now. This is not helping.
Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some bloodstains.
Everything's red. This is not helping.
Well, let's help you find reactions.
How do I press enter?
It like works. Remember how? I think luminol only works like under certain conditions, like under black lights. So you actually need the glasses to see it.
Cool. So I can just spray everything.
Probably we're supposed to just check the floor.
No, Edgeworth's car's gonna be covered in luminol. He's gonna be like, what's that smell? Be like, luminol.
They're like, what, Mr. Wright, why did you spray luminol all over my car?
I can see her eyes shining through those glasses.
So this is a blood stain.
Exactly.
That's yours. You go ahead.
It's all. Ah! Emma, you're shaking.
It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Look, it's so blue.
Scientific investigation in action.
I've never cut myself before. Well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
What's odd about this, scientifically?
I don't know, both of them seem kind of odd.
Why the bloodstain's location, of course, it's elementary.
Huh? Why is that elementary? I mean, I would think if there was a fight, you'd expect some bloodstains here.
I suppose you might think that.
Come on, Mr. Wright, we're all counting on you.
No, don't hurt my credibility. There's something odd about that bloodstain. But if it's not the location of the blood, then maybe it's the amount of blood that's odd?
I definitely think so.
Okay, fine, I was wrong. Sorry.
You were wrong. Now feel bad.
Yeah.
Otherwise we'll hold you hostage next time. I mean... Look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to been more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark the floor plans when we find a blood stain, okay?
Okay.
See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy, too.
I saved up my allowance to buy that.
Oh, okay.
We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah. Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Huh?
Huh.
Oh.
I wonder how that fluid of yours will react to a nice deli box.
It'll make you drunk or kill you.
I think she means will deli meat go really red or what?
That's a good choice. Let's do it.
You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two.
Who allowed you to come back here?
Everyone. This stale deli box is on the house.
Sorry, it's just that kind of lead in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Excuse me, I got stuff to spray with. Okay, we'll talk to you. Today's trial.
You really put me in a tight spot today.
My apologies, Miss Starr, but...
No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know.
Exactly.
I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Apologies not accepted. You had your testimony changed 8 times.
Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable.
8 times.
Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Ah. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman.
I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Detective Star.
So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal when they faced me, they coughed it up.
Coughed it up?
They confessed.
Oh, I thought you meant coughed up the lunch.
They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day, I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the cough-up queen.
Okay, fine, but really, we need to get back to our actual investigation.
Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go? Or fired? Yep. Yep.
It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident.
What? SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean. Okay. Okay.
Look, a door. This must mean something.
I think we already did this.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. We already did the ladder.
Remember, you have to get Miss Star to say all the lunch boxes.
I don't know how to do that. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna miss one.
Let me look it up. Make sure we get it.
There's no blood. How come
But
there's...
I think we missed one during the last round. There's one called First Love. If you choose no problem instead of objecting, then she'll bring out the First Love lunchbox.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty hard. You gotta, like, get all of it. There's no blood here.
Do you have a save beforehand that we can go back to after the case?
No.
Darn it.
Was anybody in the detention center?
Well, your client's always in detention. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine?
How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Grant say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder?
Let's come back later.
Alright. Alright.
Goodness, this is a hard one to get.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday.
And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here.
I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Not until I spray down his office with luminol. Just so he's like, what's that smell?
I think we missed 3 lunch boxes during that trial.
That's a shame.
And that's the hard part. It seems like one of them required you get a question wrong twice.
Yeah, I think it's like too hard because you'll have to like remember which lunchbox you got and which one I didn't.
I copied down the ones we missed, so if we decide to go back, we can go back and get them.
It's even busier here today than it was yesterday.
The last one we would need is on day 3, if we go back and get all those. This is a quarter pounder. We just have to talk to her again after talking to Edgeworth. Let's see. The detectives are running around so fast that they're blurring.
I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all.
So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is.
She's like a kid at an amusement park.
Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
Heck yeah. Let's get in there.
Totally best day ever.
I guess we can go to criminal affairs first. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here.
Well, there was a vicious murder, a detective down at the police department.
Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in a prosecutor's lot.
Ugh. It makes my head hurt.
Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene.
Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. Don't mess up or we could wind up dead.
Doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either. Okay, so you have to go back here. And guard station. Evidence room entrance, guard station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric.
And we know who's here. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime.
Is that another claim? It sure seems that way. Oh. Oh.
What's wrong?
It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight.
If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard?
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
What is that, a trap?
Look on the floor. A lasso.
Looks like it's set up to trap something.
A trap? Here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed.
You sure have an active imagination. What's with all the alcohol?
He felt like drinking. There's a security guard uniform hanging here.
It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly.
A leather jacket, leather pants, a letter. What's that called again? A paunchy, pinchy. I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it.
It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Cacti.
Yeah, these straw pricklies, they must be the real deal.
I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
Never. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually.
How so?
Oh no, you started it.
No.
Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her.
I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. But we can go tell your sister that you referenced her to be a cactus.
It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. This is a swinging door. It makes the place look like some kind of saloon.
But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way.
Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch.
I'd say it'd be more of a yeah myself. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here.
There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we can use this computer to check out who went in and out of there.
Let's steal some video.
Nope, just leaving it there apparently.
No? Huh. The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first.
It's almost like someone should be here. Oh, I wonder who it is. Someone should be here.
Well, no. I guess we'll go back here. It's the only place we can go.
Oh, you need to unlock something with Star.
What?
Star said something interesting. You have to use it to unlock another dialogue option. I'm trying to guide you in the right direction without spelling it out too much. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on the knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon.
SL9 incident had a knife involved?
Yep.
When was that?
SL9? It's a previous case. It was due for transferal on the very day Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
SL9 was the gunshot in the elevator, wasn't it?
No, that's DL6.
Oh, okay. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? No?
Is it one or the other? Oh, there's something else you should present.
Gratitude.
It was the note or the switchblade for that conversation. And then it looks like two more things.
I just... Wait, did I already show the knife? No, I didn't. Yeah. No?
There's three things you need to present her. I will give her you different conversations. The knife and the note are counted as the same item, and the result of the same conversation.
Huh.
I don't know if you need me to be specific about the items to show her.
Alright. Back to trying to figure out what to present. This thing?
Try it.
Nope.
And the worst she does is bring up hot tea if you get it wrong.
This?
Do you have much to say about that? It was when I grabbed the chief prosecutor on the shoulder. She dropped that phone on the pavement. That's when you heard her talk.
Exactly. That's when you heard her talking about the muffler, right?
Little did I know, it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler.
What was Miss Guy really trying to say, I wonder?
That wasn't one of them. But it was an interesting conversation. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes.
So, you went straight to the scene of the crime.
I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. And that's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem.
Exactly.
Listen, little girl. I had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time.
That time?
Oh, listen
S09 incident. We succeeded.
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. You're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? A few years ago, it was the biggest case I ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming at him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence, of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came up several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself and one other person, you know well.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean the police department security detail officer Jake Marshall.
Detective Marshall.
As a professional detective, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection. So, Rookie?
What?
It seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes.
Then you should take this.
A Salisbury steak lunch?
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
Received from Miss Star. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood.
Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he, are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister. It made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall.
You're going to examine a Salisbury steak?
Yes.
Let's see. Ingredients, meat. It must mean beef. You probably just wrote it generically.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additive she used.
go to town.
Huh? It says here, hours of sweat and labor.
So that's why the sauce is so salty.
Wow, my mouth is watering. I can almost hear the sound of a steak frying on the grill.
No doubt it's all cold and tough by now.
No, I'm sure it's delicious. Miss Star poured her heart into making this. As long as you didn't...
So long as she didn't put any other organs in her.
It's hard to tell who's speaking sometimes. Now I'm doing it to you. There's another one, wasn't there?
What?
Was there another one? I don't know. No, there wasn't. Okay.
No. Let's go to here. Oh, okay. Something changed. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always.
Please. Huh? Wasn't that? One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you.
Detective Gumshoe.
Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Why are you rubbing it in his face then?
I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's no time for despair. We caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence.
The criminal, you mean?
You heard about that stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Why did you rub the steak in Detective Gumshoe's face?
I don't know.
That's just flat out mean. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
But Detective Gumshoe, who was it?
Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. He ran off to the evidence room.
Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Get back here. Wait, what?
Oh, looks like Marshall's in here. I guess we gotta go to the detention.
That's a roundabout way to get there.
Made it.
Whew.
So I do feel better about things. A little.
While you're doing that, I'll do it. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road now. Things will just get confusing.
Okay. So this one isn't exactly important, so I'm gonna mention it. You can spray luminol on the tall cactus at the door to the evidence room.
Oh, but I did. I sprayed it. No, wait. Yeah, I sprayed luminol all over the place.
Huh. In the iOS report, it says that it unlocks an achievement. Shouldn't do it here, but I thought it'd be interesting. Okay, there we are. Okay. What was that?
Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was a perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. Oh, yeah, Meekins. Oh, hi! Hi! Greetings, sir! Oh my...
Wait, I know who you are.
Yeah, you know.
Officer Meekins, so you're out here at the detention center?
No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman. I'm like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, he's been arrested. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir!
What? What?
Now, this is an unexpected turn of events. What the heck? Day of the crime? Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir! Sir!
Why didn't anyone take his
Ow.
megaphone?
Yeah, how come he has so much stuff on him? They should, like, strip you down.
Well, I don't think they need to strip him that much, but at least take the megaphone. He seems to be using it too much.
Yeah. Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person! Ah! What the heck is this guy doing?
So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. Sir? And when I came to, I was here in the detention center, ma'am, sir. How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. Ma'am. Bandage on his hand, just like Miss Sky.
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Victim. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me at the sad puppy days, sir! If you had to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim! I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. Ah, yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily at the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him? Sir! I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. What?
I don't know like this guy, huh?
I don't know any detectives.
So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had none intention of killing him, sir. None! No, do I have recollection of killing him, sir? At least someone around here is more confused than I am.
Well, what do you think? Is Meekins more confused than you, cute?
I guess. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you should just confess?
But but there's nothing I can do. Nothing you could do. Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when a detective pointed that knife for me, I just hollered, sir! And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious! Sir? The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir! All alone! No comfort. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared!
What?
Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hands, sir! Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared?
That's some story.
What?
You need to present him something.
Huh.
You're gonna rub a stick lunch in his face.
You wanna look at a steak?
Ask Mr. Wright.
Mr.
He's
Board.
practicing the buck, Mr. Wright.
Takes a special man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Huh. Eek! I'm scared of knives, sir! It's okay, I just wanted to take a look. That's it, sir! Last night, sir! That one! That's the one! I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir! And I was being peeled! Oh.
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife.
He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Do you want to see another knife? No, I don't want to look at the knife.
Don't look, no Bob Rangers. Oh, look at this.
This is for you. Oh, same one.
Same one.
Right, okay. Alright.
Show me your lawyer badge.
Oh, right, we haven't done this. Officer Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir, laugh! Laugh at me, sir! Huh? I know what you want to say. You're going to tell me how she has one just like it.
Me? Why would I?
I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. Nowhere! I'm alone, all alone! Is that so wrong? Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir! Is she talking about those badges on her coat? I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. What the heck's happening? Alright, you want to take a look at that?
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it!
That's what?
My head was a blank until this very moment.
You got it.
But sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all!
This ID card?
Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! Better pry into this one a little deeper.
There we go, now he has more talking points.
Alright. Crime details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm lost little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. That's Phoenix.
See, you did that one too.
Dang it. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir! That's what I've been trying to tell you! So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me!
What?
Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now! So I whooped and leapt at him! What?
Whoop!
Whoop!
Just imagine it, Beacon's going whoop and jumping someone.
Whoop! Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir.
What happened then?
Well, My eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. Reason for arrest.
So, Sir Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, who we met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir, That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me that it had to be him, sir, on that day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me. It's on tape.
And this is when everyone's like, wait, what? And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry. Really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No, thanks. I have my own. Well, guess we better go. Actually, let's collect badges. Take it. Never mind. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene. Okay.
You just now decided to check out the crime scene?
Oh, I guess so. Let's get out of here. Okay. New area.
Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk.
It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all, You know what it means, if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. I don't know. We checked all his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coats, pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Ah, right on, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
Who knows? It's a crazy world. There's weird stuff happening today. What's with that music?
Special music for Gant.
Sounds like boss music from Final Fantasy.
I don't know. Is he the boss?
I guess so. Edgeworth. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy! Oh, you know him. They're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yep. Well, they've had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it?
But he was proven innocent.
Yeah. And you got someone else found guilty in that case. Right, Righto? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. But wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say.
So either accept your guilt, or we'll be mad at you forever for proving you did something wrong.
Yeah. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
Evidence room incident. It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too. I mean, there being the prosecutors, I assume?
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. Oh my god, stop withholding stuff. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it.
Can't talk about anything.
I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff, secrets. Can't stand them.
But that's what you're doing for everything.
But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut.
Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier.
Huh? You saw that? Whoops. Wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do.
It looks like he's very mean to his employees, but he's perfectly fine if you're just looking from the outside.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. He's like very harsh with mistakes. He's like, you make a mistake around me? Oh, it must have been your bad, right?
I guess so. Guard station.
I mean, that's considering what you just did to that guy and Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, he's still not here.
He's still not back. Does that mean we have to do the chief of police or something first?
I see. You need to get permission from him to investigate the evidence room.
How?
Well, talk to him first and then present stuff.
Well, we're already done talking.
Okay, present stuff. What do you need to present?
Salisbury steak. You want it? I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Yep.
The guy who can't still? Does he mean Detective Gumshoe?
Either him or the dancing blue badger.
Oh, you're supposed to examine something in the room too.
This room?
Yes. I gave you a hint of what you needed. There we go. Oh, what exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
Well, see over there, that's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here?
Of course not. Well, except for this.
What? You kept something.
Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it.
Really?
It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
Your boss was just fucking grilling you for this stuff, and you just didn't give it to him. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something?
The date on it is February 21. Better make a note of that just in case. Oh. Half-written document dated 2/21. Can only be submitted to the chief of police. Should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Huh. I want to examine it. Examine. Oh, you can't move it around. Why was this crossed off?
I don't know. Is it the same second number? Or was he miswriting it for some reason?
Yeah, 5-8. Oh, 5-9. He crossed off 9.
Either why did he write a different number? Wait a minute. That means he doesn't know his own ID number. He couldn't just pull out his ID to look at it.
Because they didn't
know what item he lost.
Right. Maybe he lost his ID, so he didn't know what his ID was.
That's the only thing that would make sense if you have to submit this to the chief of police. There's no way you would risk writing down the wrong number.
Yeah.
If you had the ability to check.
No, he doesn't want that.
Stop him. I think there should be another talking point now. There we are.
Oh. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never know. Never thought the day would come when Wrighto asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Now, Wrighto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Wrighto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50, I give them $50. No problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
It just goes to show you never know until you ask.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks.
Why don't you show me your... Oh, he left.
Oh, he left.
Darn it, I wanted to show him the lawyer badge.
Oh, the lawyer badge.
It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go in the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Wait, we don't get to look at it?
Apparently not.
Alright, fine. We'll look at it.
We should be able to get in there now.
Evidence room is beyond that door.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant.
Yeah.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
Aha! The card reader is turned off. See?
What is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, well. What's made my Bambina's skies so gray? Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That card you got there right on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting.
I think he's having fun with this.
Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. We can still talk to you, though.
I do.
Guard station.
I was wondering if we can talk to you.
Sorry, Bambina. But I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wide prairie. Like a gunslinger loading his six-shooter, I say a little prayer.
What was that all about, Mr. Wright?
I think he was just too hungry to talk.
You're saying that because his stomach was growling? You have no idea what he was talking about either.
Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto. Marshall! Same thing.
He's refusing to talk until he gets some food.
Alright, here you go. That smell. Reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Star.
But what's this?
What? What's wrong?
A filet steak lunch. I see. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina. You win. Ask anything, smack.
He's eating it.
Finally, it seems like.
He's willing to talk.
Okay, guard station.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy? Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know.
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here, anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system?
So basically you are saying you should be fired.
I guess.
Because not only has the machine already replaced your job, they do a better job than you do.
I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know. Your snake steak.
Stick stink.
Marshall.
Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the records books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you'd better off not knowing, Bambina. And anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the day of our case. That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. Oh, security system. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well...
Then why'd they assign you to this position? It's entirely dealing with machines and being here.
Yeah.
And he's not here, and he doesn't like machines. So give him a different post.
Yeah, that was kind of weird combination.
Terrible post for him. Angel Star would have been better on this one.
I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekin and Detective Goodman, are they on those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
It's deleted every few hours automatically. How does it know when something happened? Is it like a motion detector?
I don't know.
That'd be hard to set up.
You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Transferal. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
So people never get their things back. I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, is closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Interesting. Wait, you're right.
Just there to be silly, I guess.
There's blood on the cactus.
Wow, we got a reaction.
There's clearly blood around the spines here. This room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and planted their head right in these spines.
I think that might be more painful than being murdered.
Huh. Yay, evidence room. Finally, we made it.
Have you learned
Whew.
anything about the case so far?
Not really. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So this is the evidence room? It's really kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Don't you see him? Eek! How did he get here before the card reader was turned on?
I don't know.
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal.
She smacked him.
So this is true, what I heard?
Yeah, that's true.
So chief of police can't. Will loan anyone $50? Even me? So that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today.
Just for today?
Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so you're boss for a day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you'll want to have this.
Scene of the stabbing of a detective at the police department. Boss for a day.
So Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again.
In other words, they just shoved him in this room and told him to find something.
Huh.
I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest.
Sure.
Well, at least he's doing something, I guess. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course. I'm a detective after all. They give me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open?
Edgeworth.
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. Evidence lockers.
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so only one detective can open it.
Using their ID card?
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Well, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint. Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor. If the wrong person touches it, the zap, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
Evidence locker. Only assigned detective Prince can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Interesting.
Wow, look at the big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door.
There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy that caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
He's been shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us. This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams.
Not so sure about the dreams.
It won't open.
Did you really think it would?
Hey pal, our security is high tech around here.
Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here.
What a sorry looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole.
Oh.
Never did get around to using it.
Wait, I've seen that somewhere before.
Right pal, that's the metal detector. One that led to solving the case out on Gourd Lake, remember? How does he know?
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that feels like it was ages ago.
I was wondering how you knew that for a second, and then it was like, oh wait, Von Carmen actually needed the metal detector used on him.
Yeah. And, I don't think I've seen this one before.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in some case sooner or later.
That cheap looking box?
You can't judge a person or machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart.
There's something sticking out of here.
It looks like a shirt. I guess it could be evidence for some case.
Wonder Detective Gumshoe put this here.
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was open recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too.
I bet he doesn't tuck it in his shirt. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either.
You're gonna talk behind someone's back. Don't do it right in front of them, pal.
Slide. Interesting. What's this? Blood.
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
It looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright, what if there's our other bloodstains left in the room?
We should use her testing fluid to check it out.
Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps?
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there?
Another piece of SL9 evidence. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
Are you ready to do a puzzle? You wanna
Oh.
try putting it together? Ah, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I could carry around a tube of glue. Looks like this piece is the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place.
Q and R. Alright. Probably. Alright. Got that piece. Bum 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 bada bum 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 bada bum 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 bum. Bam 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 bam. Okay. Alright. Oh, I got it. Almost. Oh, it's Moose Hunter section.
Huh? Well, I think we did it. But some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with.
Still. It doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken.
Jar pieced back together from fragments found at the crime scene. A piece is missing. Stop it. Alright. The locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at this just to make sure we got everything.
Ah.
You need to show Gumshoe the ID card record. Since the dawn of time,
What?
true art has always been a war against oppression. True art. I noticed that there's a blue and yellow paint here.
The dancing badger? Perhaps we were witnessing the birthplace of the blue badger.
Well, you might say this is my studio.
Here? In the evidence room?
I don't think you got anywhere else to do it.
Okay, first things first. Luminol spray. That must have been one massive pool of blood. There's never seen anything like it. Not a professional. What's your opinion, detective?
Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien. This proves something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. I knew it! This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter? Oh, sorry.
What's the matter, detective?
This locker is mine. It's yours? Please. You have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pal?
This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans.
I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Don't you went crazy. Oh, there's another one.
Oh.
Why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant.
Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order.
Well, I'd better jot this down in the floor plans. I think that's it. Interesting.
They're cute.
Yeah,
They're cute.
yeah.
Show the detective badge again. They seem to respond differently every time.
Nope.
Pano's fallen for looking at himself.
Detective, here's my attorney badge.
You show that to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Enough said. Oh, not again.
Yeah.
Aw. Darn, I thought you'd say something different.
Meow.
Meow. going to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing.
That's fine.
You bet it's fine, pal.
Okay.
You're supposed to show them the list of numbers. People who came in the room.
That's what I did.
That's Goodman's lost item report.
Oh. I don't have the list.
Did you not get it? Let's just do that on here. Double check it.
Marshall never gave it to me.
Marshall think give you something important apparently, really. Oh yeah, you're supposed to prove that it's related to the case.
Oh.
And then Marshall will give it to you. See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is A675309.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Look at the fourth number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room?
But wait, what did Officer Meekins say?
There's no way that was Goodman then. We've already deduced Goodman didn't have his ID card.
Yeah.
So whoever went in there did have Goodman's ID card and wouldn't show it for some reason.
Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Alright. This is Bruce Goodman, so we gotta identify who other people are.
Yeah, it's like, who are these other people? But there's one other person who entered there with Goodman. Who's that person?
Could you take a look at this?
Or we should show it to Meekins.
This is the ID card record of the people who came here on the day of the stabbing.
I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! What is it? That second number.
It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What?
Oh. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room?
I kinda wanna see what happens if you show Meekins that list. He'll probably identify himself as the last person there, right? Now we definitely have to go talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what it is.
You have no idea what those numbers are?
What? He's passing the buck. Okay, fine.
Really? He can't identify his own number?
Guess not. Ah, she's avoiding it too.
She probably doesn't know. She doesn't have an ID card anymore. Edgeworth isn't here. Is there something else we were supposed to be doing? Did we get all the evidence from the evidence room?
I'm not sure.
Oh, we're supposed to go to the High Prosecutor's office. Wait,
That's
that
where,
is over at Edgeworth's room.
yeah, that's where I was.
I'm guessing we missed something. Oh, Gumshoe has to leave. That's how you know it's time to go. So just keep your investigation on until he flat out leaves.
Wait, that means Officer Marshall cut the power when he was in here.
Who was in here?
Gumshoe.
I don't think that was the case. I think Gumshoe might have managed to turn on the power. He was out there a bit, and then he cut the power later. Did we get the glove? Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Detective Gumshoe, maybe?
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence for the case, you know.
You mean SL9?
This one. Oh, no, it was added there. It's been almost 2 hours. Have we learned anything?
I guess we got like a lot more evidence and everything. I don't know how it all ties together though. Okay, so what are we missing?
Oh, it's saying in the evidence. Let's see. Present Goodman's note on the switchblade to Gumshoe. Goodman's note, that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone.
Because of the SL9 connection?
That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
But why would evidence from that case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. And that was a bloody, violent case.
Violent? So it was a murder.
A serial killing.
A serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all.
But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That puts Mr. Edgeworth right on the spotlight. To start the rumor mill.
Rumors. About forged evidence?
It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself.
Hey pal, look at the time.
Was there something he needed to be going to?
Just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give him my report for the day. Might help, you know? Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
One that says nothing but no problems?
Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him.
Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe?
I'm off, pal. Later.
I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Yay, we're free! Yay! Freedom!
Freedom to go talk to Edgeworth.
Yeah! Ah, guests! My apologies. What else are you doing here? Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here?
Here, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Right.
He has the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe is looking for you. Oh, or yours.
Yeah.
Your turn then.
Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is taking a toll on him.
Inquiry committee. So, how did the inquiry committee go?
Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as communication error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again.
Again?
I heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
Tomorrow's trial. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow?
Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However,
Something happened.
they gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results.
I see.
Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've only done what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still,
Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. I challenge you to a duel. Smack.
right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. Don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea.
I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just said you no in a very polite manner.
Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. This?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, I better check this now.
As I was saying, What is this? A record of ID card usage.
Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less.
Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed.
The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case.
Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Evidence from a past case at Edgeworth's, brought back to his office by Gant's request.
So it seems like Edgeworth was sent into the evidence room for either a good reason or a very stupid one. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. And it depends. Is there sure are going to be insanely good evidence, or was Edgeworth just sent there to get rid of him?
Right? I don't know.
So go do something stupid for a while. I have no problem with doing that to Gumshoe.
What do we do now?
Let me see. Oh, you're supposed to talk to him still.
Wait, what? Really?
He has a present for you. Oh, you didn't. You need to present Goodman's note or the switchblade knife.
Oh, okay.
I know you. You probably got a hold of some information already, right?
It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in.
You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I would be telling you about this sooner or later.
You sound like a bad thing. Must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth.
No.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I'm gonna lie like all hell broke loose. This SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was Deputy Chief of Police at the time. Officer Beacons. Daring Kent.
That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago to them.
He was top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is, why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation?
In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood will be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't?
Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We're the enemy, you know. I had no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Edgeworth, I am really...
No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well?
Yeah, it might be helpful if you actually gave Gumshoe anything to arm him. Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. I do seem to remember a suspicious handprint somewhere.
Why do I get the feeling that this is half him wanting to help Emma, half wanting to say, look, this defense attorney can do a better investigation than the entire police department. Like, he's like, I'm off the case now. You get better evidence for me than the police department, please.
Well, we're 2 hours in and we're still doing the investigation, and I guess we are learning some more stuff. Even though it's like a tidal wave.
It's like suddenly you get all the information, but it's not telling you what any of it means.
Alright, well, anyways, we better cut it off here because it's already 2 hours. Want to thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment. Hope you have yourself a good day. Bye-bye.